Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This is Nathaniel versus Cristobal, your Lorente, bottom preview and bottom predictions for the main event and the two on-card fights. So you start off then with the on-card fight, starting off then with Whedon Captain versus Yuri Lorente, 10-round contest in the lightweight division. Yuri Lorente, off-force fighter, still upcoming fighter, isn't he? While Whedon Captain does still have that experience, but Captain is probably the more experienced than Yuri Lorente. Captain is more, obviously, Captain's got a very good job, good windcraftness as well. So it's basically a windcraft fighter, isn't he? Whedon Captain, well, a windcraft boxer, to say the least. While Yuri Lorente is an off-force fighter. As for this fight, I think Captain's more experience will count in this fight in the end, and for Captain to just win on points by probably a couple of rounds on scorecard. But there then, Lorente will be dangerous as well, even with his lack of experience. I would to see what level he's really at. So. But I'm off for Captain to win on points in this one. Up next, we got a very good fight this one. Ray Hutchinson versus Mark Shepherds, 10-round contest in the light heavyweight division. Mark Shepherds obviously now stepping up to light heavyweight after he's been fighting that super middleweight. Obviously, he lost his last fight to Hemphill, of course, at super middleweight. He's now moving up to light heavyweight. When you look at Mark Shepherds, I think all the press is on Ray Hutchinson. All the press is on Ray Hutchinson in this fight because Ray Hutchinson's obviously the more natural light heavyweight, and this is Mark Shepherds' first fight light heavyweight. So he's got nothing to use, Mark Shepherds, in this fight. But if he does win this fight, he's beating Ray Hutchinson, and all of a sudden it puts Mark Shepherds up there for the big fights in the light heavyweight division. Maybe then to the likes of maybe one of Boazzi or Seth Parker, who knows? Yeah, them type of fights. Boazzi, Seth Parker, Dan Aziz, Quade Richards. Ray Hutchinson's already beaten, by the way. Ben Whittaker as well. So, Mark Shepherds is obviously an off-force fighter. He is vulnerable to boxers, in my opinion. Basically, any fighter whose style is more of a boxer style, a bottom move style. So, and that's what we saw against Hemphill. When Hemphill was boxing and moving, Mark Shepherds couldn't really exploit him. While Ray Hutchinson's got that tactical, intelligence, strategic fighter, and also he's an off-force fighter as well, but it's more of a tactical, strategic off-force fighter, isn't he, Ray Hutchinson, as we saw in that win against Quade Richards, and especially against Josh Boazzi. Even though he lost to Josh Boazzi, he still won a few rounds of Josh Boazzi. But obviously Josh Boazzi was the right winner in the end. For this fight, I am going for Hutchinson to win this fight just because he's the more natural light heavyweight. This is Mark Shepherds' first fight light heavyweight as well. Mark Shepherds is going to be unpredictable light heavyweight. We don't know how he's going to do. It may be suited light heavyweight or maybe it won't. But I'm going for Ray Hutchinson to win on points. And I think this is Ray Hutchinson's comeback fight, isn't it? After the Boazzi defeat, I'm pretty sure. If it isn't, I haven't really seen Ray Hutchinson in action ever since that Boazzi defeat. So I think it is Hutchinson's comeback fight as well after the Boazzi defeat, which was what, September in the AJ Dubois card. So quite a long time, isn't it? It is quite a long time. So I think Wade Hutchinson will win on points against Mark Shepard. He's had more experience at the heavyweight division. That's what I'll put it down to. But then, like I said, Mark Shepard, it's something unpredictable on how he'll do at heavyweight. We just need to wait and find out. And finally, the main event, Nathaniel Collins takes on the Hoopian featherweight champion Cristobal Lorente. 12-round contest for the EBU Hoopian featherweight title. It's the right step up, isn't it, for Nathaniel Collins? He could have easily faced a world level opponent and get beat. But I think this is the right step up, taking on the Hoopian champion, Cristobal Lorente, who was meant to be fighting Michael Condon, but that fight hasn't materialised. Cristobal Lorente is an orthodox, steady presser fighter, very sharp fighter, very sharp outside boxer as well. He likes to fight on the outside as well, Lorente. While Nathaniel Collins is more of a counter puncher. He's not the first city though. Nathaniel Collins can adapt. That's what's so good about Nathaniel Collins. He can adapt to what his opponent's style is going to be. Technical fighter and tactical. It's got that tactical intelligence as well. A bit like Wade Hutchinson as well, who we will see on the tour main event for this card. And I do think Collins does win this fight. I do think Collins is the better fighter for me, seeing the both of them. I just think Collins' adaptability and versatility and tactical intelligence will be key to beating Lorente in this fight for me. I'm the door for Nathaniel Collins to win on points. I think he outboxes Lorente on points, in my opinion. Maybe yet stop his potentially stop Lorente yet. Because he's capable of a stoppage to Nathaniel Collins, because he can adapt. But I think Nathaniel Collins will do enough to win on points since Cristobal Lorente and become a Hoopian champion. So that is my bottom preview and bottom predictions on Nathaniel Collins versus Cristobal Lorente. Feel free to leave your predictions down below for all the fights I have talked about down below in the comments. And I will be back next week for Tyrone Ennis versus Osman Yima, bottom preview and bottom predictions, and the Dave Allen versus Azambek Mahmoudov card as well, which will be next week. So stay tuned for that. Feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments. And see you all in the next one.